Welcome to part 2 of my end of the year makeup declutter series. We're continuing with our base products. Today we're going to be doing foundations. Right now they're kind of spread everywhere. They're mostly in the bottom drawers, so this is all of my foundations. They're sharing space with powders right now. I also have a couple of foundations over here in my Shop My Stash, as well as my Project Empties. I'm going to move those into the drawer and then we're going to start decluttering. Let's declutter some foundations. I'm starting out with 20. I think that is less than what I started out with when I did my declutter this time of year, 2022. I think I can get this down to about half. Maybe, possibly, we will see. The first thing I want to show you, it's not a foundation, but I have really been loving it. And these are the Shade Adjuster Drops from Eyelash Studio. These are the white ones. I also bought the orange ones. I don't really like the orange ones. I thought I could use the orange ones to deepen my foundation, maybe warm it up a little bit. All I do is actually turn my foundation orange. It doesn't really, I don't know, I don't really like that one, but this one I love. This one is in white. I actually ordered a backup in the Black Friday sale from Shop Miss A. I've been using this one as some of my foundations are a little bit too deep for me, and it has worked really well with some of them not so much. We'll talk about that as we go through that, but I did want to show you these, and these were like, I think only $1. I have been loving them. The first one, this is from House Labs. This is one of the ones that I got a little bit too deep. The shade matching on their website, it's a little bit weird. They describe their shades and undertones a little bit differently than like a lot of other foundation and brands and companies do. So I had a difficult time matching it. I picked it according to the way that it was described and the way that the shade looked on the model and picture, but it was too dark for me. I was thinking I was not going to be able to use it. I was going to have to declutter it, but using it with the Shade Adjuster Drops from Eyelash Studio, these two together, oh my God, it has saved this foundation for me. When I mix these two together, I can use it. It just gives me the perfect shade. I am really loving it. I'm so glad that I did not have to just get rid of it and not be able to enjoy it. These Shade Adjuster Drops have made all the difference. These two I'm going to be decluttering. This one is from Flower Beauty. It is the Get Real Serum Foundation. I found this one at the Dollar Tree. This is one that I have been wanting to try for a while. Originally, it's like $14.99. I just never got around to actually picking it up. But when I saw it at the Dollar Tree, I was like, perfect, $1.25. Perfect chance for me to try it, but without making like a huge commitment. Formula's fine. It's not expired or anything like that. This shade is in Caramel. It's a little deep, which I kind of expected it to be, but I figured I would just mix this, with my Eyelash Studio drops and it would be fine. Shade-wise, fine. Formula, I don't like it. I'm an oily skin girl. I need something that's going to be more mattifying. I need something that's going to be, give me a little bit more coverage. There's nothing wrong with the formula. It leaves a beautiful natural finish to the skin, but because of the fact that it's a serum foundation, I have oily skin, I had to set this down with a lot of powder, and even then, it wasn't very long wearing, so I'm going to go ahead and declutter it. Only paid $1.25 for this, so, no big loss. This other one that I'm decluttering, this is from Revolution. This is the Conceal and Define. The issue with this is that the shade is too light. When you look at the bottom and you look at the label, it says F10, right? Nice warm shade. This shade, I'm going to show you. It is so light and it's very, very pink. I mean, look at that. This is not at all what I was thinking it would be. On my skin, it just looks very pink, very light. The shade is just really, really off. I got this one at Target. It was $4.99 on clearance. I would like to eventually get this in the right shade because I really do want to try it. This one, unfortunately, is too light. I thought maybe I could use it as a concealer or something, but who am I kidding? I'm not going to do that, so I'm going to go ahead and declutter it. These next two, these are newer to my collection. These are from Eyelash Studio. You will see a lot of Eyelash Studio products in my collection. These are the Flawless Longwear Liquid Foundations. Like I said, these are newer. I've only had them for maybe a couple of months. I've only used them a handful of times. I definitely want to try them out some more. Next, we have the NYX Blur. I will also be hanging on to this one. This one is the Bare With Me Blur Foundation in 10 medium. Beautiful foundation. It does blur the skin. It's mattifying. It's very long wearing. Love this one. This one I'm going to declutter. This one is from Juvia's Place, the I Am Magic Radiant Foundation. What is the shade? Rio. This one was way too dark for me. I tried adding my Shade Adjuster drops to it, but I had to add so much of the drops to lighten this and just ended up changing the formula, which is sad because I didn't really get the chance to just really truly test this foundation out. Maybe I'll be able to pick it up in my actual shade in the future, but for now I'm gonna have to declutter this one. This foundation, this is one of my absolute favorites. This is the Uma by Sharon Carter, not the original Uma. I had the I don't even know what the foundation was called, but the one from like the original luxury Uma Beauty brand. I hated that one. I hated the way that one blended. I hated the way that one sat on my skin. I hated it. This one is beautiful. It's the Flawless in Real Life Skin Perfecting Foundation. This is in Bronze Venus T1. It's a little bit deep for me, but I just mix a little bit of those shade adjusted drops in it, and it's perfect. I love this one. I'm also going to be keeping this one. This one is newer to my collection, this specific one, but I have used this one before and used this one up. I decided to go ahead and replace it. This is the AOA Studio Satin Foundation Drops. So pretty. It's a lightweight foundation, but it gives a lot of coverage for a product that's so lightweight. Long wearing, looks like skin. It is beautiful. Moving on to the next row, from Ardell, we have the Camouflage High Definition Foundation. This one is beautiful. Got this one from the Dollar Tree. I have been loving it. And then we have from Sephora, the Best Skin Ever. I picked this up in a Sephora VIB sale haul this year. I wanted to try it out, and it is a beautiful foundation. Mattifying, but not super matte. It's kind of a satin matte finish. It is long wearing though, and it does look very skin-like. I have been loving this one. Next we have from Essence. This is the Keep Me Covered Long Lasting Foundation. This one is also a little bit deep. You guys, when it comes to shade matching, especially ordering online, I always get it either too deep or too light. I can never get it right, and it's so frustrating. I don't even know what shade this is. For some reason, they don't have the shade names on their bottles. I don't know why. But this is a beautiful foundation. It's just a little bit deep for me. Mix it in with my shade adjusted drops, and it's just fine. This one I'm going to declutter. What brand is this? This is Young Vision. I got this one from Temu. It is super, super lightweight. More like a kind of moisturizing serum foundation. Does not give you much coverage. The finish is not very long wearing. I'm going to go ahead and declutter this one. Moving along, from JCat, I freaking love this one. This is I think it's the Skin Assurance. Yeah, the Skin Assurance foundation. The shade is in Mocha. This one gives me such nice coverage. It's super long wearing on the skin, but it's also like very, very skin-like. Mattifying, not too matte, more like a satin matte finish. It is a beautiful formula. This one I am going to declutter. This is from AOA Studio. This is their CC cream. This is the only base product I have ever tried from the AOA Studio brand that I just didn't like. This one, even though it's a CC cream, it's pretty heavy on the skin. I feel like it looks heavy on my skin. It looks very makeup-y, like it does not look natural on the skin at all. This is supposed to be the tan shade, but it's a little bit too light on me as well. It makes me sad, but yeah, this is gonna have to go. This is literally the only base product from AOA Studio that I have used that just did not work for me. Every other base product I've used in the brand works well. My tripod started falling over, so I had to readjust everything, but we are back and we are finishing up. This next one, this is also from Ardell. This is the Photo Face Matte Foundation Soft Focus Flawless Finish. I got this one from the Dollar Tree too. It is also a beautiful foundation. This one I'm going to declutter. This is the Super Matte Foundation from the Relove brand. This was that new brand, affordable Walmart brand or whatever that Revolution launched this year. This is an F12.5. This shade is too deep for my skin. The shade that I needed, they didn't have. And for some reason, I have not been able to find. It's like every time that I try to go check, it's never in stock. I tried mixing some of my shade adjust drops in with this one, but it just leaves the skin looking kind of gray. Like the tone of this one is very cool, neutral. I like shades that are more neutral, warm. And so this one mixed in with the shade adjusted drops, it just looked very gray on my skin. It didn't really do much for like changing the actual shade. Hopefully, maybe in the future, I can find the actual right shade. If I can, then I will pick it up and I will try it out because this is an affordable foundation. It's only like $4.99, less than, around $5. So if I can find it in the right shade, I will definitely try it. This one I am also going to declutter. I got this one from the Dollar Tree. This is from Be Pure. It is the Essentially Ageless Foundation. It's an okay foundation. It's not bad. It's just a very lightweight, kind of a dewy foundation. Me being an oily skin girl, it's just not for me. These last two I just have in my Project Empties. This one is from Fenty Beauty, and this is the Ease Drops. tinted moisturizer, I think is what it is. This is okay. It's a very lightweight formula. It's not a bad formula, but it just doesn't give me enough coverage, and it isn't as long wearing as I need a base product to be. I have like maybe that much left. So as soon as I use it up, it's going to be moved out of collection. I will definitely not be repurchasing it. If you're someone that has more normal to dry skin, you don't need or like a lot of coverage, I think you would enjoy this one. It just wasn't for me. The way that I've actually been using this one is mixing it in with other foundations that I'm trying to use up. On its own, it just doesn't do a whole lot for me. And this last one makes me so sad. This is the Screen Queen Foundation from Milani in Deep Tan, number 380. This is one of my absolute favorite foundations of life. Unfortunately, they don't make it anymore. They discontinued this one. They still have the Conceal and Perfect, which I hate. That one just always looked very, very heavy on my skin. I never liked that one. This one is lightweight, but gives me such good coverage. It's very long wearing, lasts all day, mattifying. I love this one. It's currently in my project empties because I have had it for a while and I do need to use it up. It just makes me sad that I will not be able to repurchase it. This one was a repurchase. This is my second one. That's how much I loved it. And I planned on getting another one. But like I said, it's been discontinued. It just makes me so sad when brands discontinue good products. But there we are. Let me go on ahead and organize all of the ones I'm going to be keeping, and then we'll do a final count. You guys, I am loving the way this drawer is looking. I got it down not quite by half, but maybe by 2/3. We're keeping 13, including the 2 that are currently in my project empties, and we're decluttering 7. My plan is to combine some of my concealers in this drawer with the foundation. So as you can see, this is perfect. We have emptied about half the space in here, and I am so freaking happy. The next declutter that we're going to be doing is going to be the concealer, so definitely be looking out for that. Once I finish doing all the drawers, getting everything decluttered, I will show you what the final, organization is looking like, but that is going to be it for this declutter video. If you enjoyed it, please try to give the video a thumbs up. It really does help with the channel. If you're new to the channel, you have not already subscribed, what are you waiting for? It is absolutely free. I would love it if you consider joining my little family. Make sure you tap the bell so you don't miss a thing. And you can also follow me on my other socials. I'm on TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram. Be safe, take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next one.